Hey you guys, this is the next to last video. The last video is going to be tonight because it's going to show you everything all together. The final presentation of our turkey with homemade stuffing, fresh greens with smoked turkey wings and also smoked neck bones. Our sauerkraut, our fresh sauerkraut that has also neck bones in it, fresh smoked neck bones. Our homemade mac and cheese with 3 cheeses. I said our homemade stuffing as well, and then our Granny's fresh fried apples. So right now this video is just going to show you how to make your grandma's fried apples. A lot of you guys, it's going to take you back with some memories. And a lot of you guys probably haven't had it since you were kids, since your grandma used to fix it. So I hope this invokes some memories of when your grandma was in the kitchen fixing this for you and the family. I'm also going to show you the greens and how they look and how much they cook down, and also the texture of the smoked meat that I placed in my greens with my bacon grease and all the seasonings. I broke all my videos down in stages. One video is just how you make your homemade mac and cheese with your heavy cream and your 3 cheeses. One video is going to show you how to clean the greens and how you take it out the stem and how you clean them thoroughly. The other video may be of how you make your homemade stuffing and how you season your turkey. You also pull that skin back, put that sage and butter rub underneath and all that good stuff. One video is going to show you how to make the greens with the neck bones and all that down in it. And now the greens are already done, so we're going to show you how that looks, okay? This is how you want your greens to look, and if you can see the consistency or the texture of that meat is literally falling off the bone. Literally. Okay, this is what you want. And yes, all those greens that I fixed cook down to this. Okay, we also have our sauerkraut with the neck bone in it as well, and that's fresh sauerkraut. And now we're going to be on to our fried apples and how to make those. Okay, you're going to start off with Granny Smith apples. You're going to slice them thin. You don't want them too thick, because if you do them too thick, it's going to be longer time of cooking. Okay, then you're going to place butter, melted butter, all in the bottom of your pan. Okay, once you've added your apples to it, you're going to add some cinnamon as well as some brown sugar. Okay, once they start sauteing, and what I do is I work in layers. I find that a lot of down home cooking is in layers because we like to make sure that it's seasoned well, each layer, and also just take the time to be mindful of each item that you're fixing. Now I layer it like this with the seasoning and all, and then I place another layer on top of that and then season that as well. The season of course again is the cinnamon and brown sugar, and again, if I didn't state it, you're going to use Granny Smith apples, and I do leave my skin still on because that's how my grandmother used to fix it, and it does give you a different texture to it. So of course you can go further, and you can also just go ahead and, you know, take that skin off if you want. We leave this pan because what I do is, I was going to fix a cheesecake, but this is going to act as a dessert as well, because we're going to have this nice sticky fried apples with cinnamon and brown sugar over top of some vanilla ice cream. And the apples are going to be sticky and hot and all that good stuff. And then we're going to put it over top of some vanilla ice cream. So yeah, just like that. Alright, you guys, so once you saute these a little bit, then once they're a little tender, not al dente, once they're a little tender, then you're just going to add a little bit of apple juice to it. And then that's your grandma's fried apples. You're going to make sure you just leave these on low. Once you get to the apple juice, leave them on low for about, I would say about 15-20 minutes. On low heat though, very low. Because it is sticky, and anything with brown sugar is going to, it has the ability to burn at the bottom. So you just want to be very careful, and that's why you're adding the apple juice to it. First of all, it gives you a more intense flavor, and then it also avoids the burning while you're simmering. Okay, so I will get back to you guys, and you will see the finished product. It's 12 noon, and basically everything is done to the point where we can just sit back and maybe take a breather, because I've been cooking since exactly 7 o'clock this morning. So yeah, so everything is done to the point where you can just go ahead and take a breather. Watch your turkey. My macaroni and cheese is in the oven right now cooking. Another tip I can give you guys is so that your macaroni and cheese does not stick to the top of your aluminum foil. Use a little bit of Pam, or if you don't have Pam, use a little bit of cooking oil. Spread that on the top of your Reynolds wrap, and then place that like a tent over top of your macaroni cheese. And that way your cheese does not stick to the top of your macaroni. Your macaroni cheese does not stick to the top of your aluminum foil. And also, even though you're going to put it like a tent is when you just leave it a little bit raised. Even though you're going to do that, just in case it flattens, because sometimes heat does have a tendency to flatten things. Just in case it flattens and rubs up against that cheese, it won't stick. So that's my one tip for you guys. So I thank you all for viewing and watching and pressing thumbs up and leaving comments. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have with you guys, and maybe you can try some of these dishes out before Thanksgiving so that you can master them by the time Thanksgiving comes. If you are a known cook out there, and many of my viewers are, then I thank you for just sitting and taking time just to view me and see maybe how I do things in my home. If you guys are not cooks out there, I hope you've taken something away from this. Maybe you're going to put this underneath your favorites so that you'll know how to fix it for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter dinners. Definitely put it as a favorite though, because I have a lot of videos. I have probably about 150 videos. And that way you don't have to go through all my videos when it's time for holiday cooking. So I thank you all again, and I will be talking to you all in a couple of hours when everything is done, laid out all pretty for you, and hope you enjoy. Be blessed.